welcome back to our channel, T Rose Quilting. I'm Taylor.
Jennifer, and we are so excited that you are here to catch up with us. Every 6 weeks we make these videos to show you our progress in our quilting and crafting, and I have been quite industrious this last 6 weeks because I have 2 finishes to start off showing you. My first finish is Berry Blossoms by Diehl. I started this anywhere from 10 to 15 years ago. I took a class from Diehl at the Gathering Place in Rupert, Idaho. The kit came with all the fabric except for the backing and binding, which I did buy back then. And thank goodness, because I would never be able to find any of the matching fabrics now. You don't have to use coordinating fabrics, but I really do love it. I'm so happy to finally have this done. It has just been lingering around for over a decade, patiently waiting, and it was time to get this out of the whip pile and get it finished. So here it is. Taylor is going to post some beautiful close-up photos for you to be able to see. Okay, my last fully finished completed quilt is Dragons by Jason Yenter. This is a rather large quilt at 76.5 by 92.5. Originally, Grandma Barbara had sent me some of the fabrics because she felt like my son Colton needed a dragon quilt, which he agreed he did. So this summer, I was showing my mom the pieces and she said, you know, you really should just get all the other coordinating fabrics that the pattern calls for. So I ordered the few pieces that I did need, and I'm really happy I did that because it turned out beautiful. Well, manly, I should say manly, not beautiful. Turned out very manly, and my son loves it. Now, I do have a nephew who also thinks he needs a dragon quilt, and I had a lot of leftover fabrics, so I'm saving them for my sister to make for my nephew. I hope you enjoyed seeing the dragon quilt because we had to retake that a few times.
Like 5, yeah.
Because Taylor worked so hard to be my assistant. She was hanging it upside down, sideways. Yes. Like, she's fighting for life over here.
Parts of the quilt, yeah.
Yes. So she does really good by me because I couldn't do all this by myself. So I appreciate her being a good sport. I was able to complete one quilt top, and that is Scarlet Stars by Diehl. The finished quilt size is 16.5 by 16.5, and this comes from her first Simple What Knots book, a batch of satisfyingly scrappy little quilts. And I'm going to show you here a picture from the top. Whoops, little avalanche. And then this is going to be my binding. I have not picked a backing for it yet, but now that I finished 2 Diehl quilts, I decided I of course need to start another one because you can never have too many Diehl quilts going, right? You need at least one, if not maybe 2. So I have this true blue, and it comes with all the fabrics. So this is what I want to make next. I'm having so much fun doing Diehl's Small Whatnots Clubs kits, and I know our viewers love Diehl too, so we thought that would be our giveaway, is her latest Simple What Knots book from Amazon. It'll be the Simple What Knots number 4, and if you want to win that, you just need to comment book in the comment section. Now I'm excited to show you all my whips because of course I have numerous whips. You never know what you're going to wake up in the mood to do. It might be some piecing, it might be some handwork. So first I want to start with my Little Red Riding Hood EPP project. And this one I am so close to a finish on. Last time I showed it to you, I had the tops and bottom straightened out, and now I'm working on the sides. I have one side completely finished, and then one side that I need to I'm about halfway, I'd say, on it. But then it's ready to go to the quilters. Now I am gonna have the quilters quilt this for me, my long armers, because I have done this project over years, and when I first started it, my stitches weren't very tight. They've gotten tighter over the years, and so I want to make sure that this isn't going to tear or fall apart easily as time goes on. I originally made this about 10 years ago for Taylor. We looked up the fabric collection, and I think it came out, Taylor, in 2016. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
So this is almost a 10-year project here. I finally need to get it done. I bought all the fabrics, I think, from Quilted Angel in Petaluma, California. Taylor, if I can show this to him. I have this cute little dish that I've been keeping all my little pieces in. And this is my shape. I just cut my hexagons down so I can straighten it out. It'll make it much easier for putting my border on when I'm finished. Last time I told you my Sky and Sea by Laundry Basket Quilts was on timeout because they send you the pattern that does not give the instructions for the red version. So I finally decided to not be a wimp and get to work and figure out what I needed to do. I was able to piece all my blocks together on this, so I made some really good progress, and I am hoping that next time we meet, I will have the top pieced. But we're gonna see, because this was a lot of work to make sure I wasn't messing it up and that I was piecing everything. So once I put the top together, I'm gonna have to carefully go through and make sure I don't have something backwards, upside down, because I don't want to catch it after I'm done with the quilt.
And this is the binding and the backing for the quilt.
The reason I moved on to Sky and Sea is because I'd actually wanted to work on this Cranberry chain. Only I wanted mine to be the blue and red version, but they only send you the pattern for the red version. But this one I could totally handle. I was using my 9-patch blocks that I had made for the Laundry Basket 9-patch challenge, and I thought I want to use these and do a patriotic quilt. So I was having lots of fun cutting out all my fabrics. I had this beautiful backing for it. I was getting in the mood like this is fabulous. Only I realized I don't have enough threads. So this one's gonna be put on timeout now because I'm gonna save my money for my long armors right now, and this project will have to wait. For my Sky and Sea, that kit my mother-in-law had bought me for Christmas last year, and this one was from scrap fabrics I had already in my sewing room. I hadn't bought anything for this, but now I'm gonna have to do some more shopping, which is always fun, but it's gonna have to wait. Last time we were on here, I told you I really wanted to work on this Celtic Clover table topper. This is a kit I had bought last year. It was the last one from JK Quilts, but they do still have patterns for this. And I was just feeling in the mood for something quick and easy, and this fit the bill. There's nothing hard about this. I had everything I needed to work on it, and I was even able to piece one block here before our video. So you could have this whipped out in a weekend, easily. This one hopefully will definitely be done next time we meet. And what's great about that is if I get this finished real quick, I can get it to my long armors, Don and Marva, and they can have this done in time for St. Patrick's Day for me to display. I, of course, have to give you an update on my 'Tis the Season stamped cross stitch that I'm working on right now. And this has proven to be a lot more challenging, but that's okay. It's just not very fast. It's really slow. Slow stitching at its finest, but I am enjoying it. This month I worked on my rocking horse. I was able to get the horse completely done, but not the floral at the very bottom. I was hoping to have one block done a month, but it's surprisingly not fast. Santa, I'm still working on him from the month before. He's on the really slow boat, but that's okay. There's no rush. It gets done when it gets done. I saved one of my best whips for last, and that is my Old Glory by Barb Adams. And this is from the book Home Sweet Home. And if you're interested in making this quilt, do not pay the exorbitant prices that the book is going for. I've seen it anywhere from $40 to $100. You can buy it online from Barnes & Noble's for $12.99, and you just get the digital version of this, and it has everything you need. You can just print it out. So economical because the book price is crazy. Anyway, As I've mentioned previously, I am not fast. I easily have things that have been tucked away for a decade or more. So Grandma Barbara got me a matching quilt kit with her. She has had her Old Glory quilt finished for years and years. So I'm just a little behind, or a lot behind, but hey, better late than never. All right, here is my one block. I'm using Steam a Seam Light on this. I am not going to be doing any needle turn applique. The reason it partly got on hold was I just didn't have time, but also because I did not have enough of the the background fabric that we were using. I was short just like 1/4 of a yard. And I had looked everywhere online, couldn't find anything. Well, I was looking for some other fabrics, and lo and behold, as I was clicking through, there was my fabric sitting there, and I couldn't believe it. It was the Quilted Moose from Nebraska. It said she only had 2 yards left, so I thought, oh, this is a really old fabric, 2 yards, it might not be there. So I called her, and she said, oh, I not only have 2 yards, I have 3 yards. And I said, sold. So she sent me all the fabric she had left, and I just took everything, even though I needed only 1/4 of a yard. It was so affordable. I mean, because it was a much older fabric. She doesn't mark up her prices, so it was very reasonable to buy the rest of the bolt. And then that way I have some beautiful Blackbird fabric for another project, because I love their quilts. We're going to show you a close-up of it. There are lots of beautiful fabrics used in this quilt, like the Double Chocolate by 3 sisters. Grandma Barbara picked out all the fabrics for this. Taylor's going to show you some of the fussy cutting I did of birds in it, of the beautiful pink fabrics. Some of it is from Blackbird Designs. I even threw in a little bit of my Laundry Basket Quilts fabric that I thought fit in with it really nicely. So Grandma Barbara and I will have matching quilts, and I cannot wait. With the 250th anniversary of the United States, I was like, I have got to have a patriotic year. Who doesn't want a patriotic year of quilting? So my big thing that's going to hold me up is my, I have most of block 1 done, but appliquing my other 3 and finishing my 4th one, that's what's holding me up. So you're probably going to see this quilt a couple times as I slowly work on it, because this one cannot be rushed. It's not just piecing, and applique does take me a little bit longer, but my goal is to definitely have this one finished this year so Grandma Barbara and I can have matching quilts finally. I just mentioned the Quilted Moose, and when I was looking on her website, I also remembered that I had ordered some Di Ford fabric from her before that I just loved. And so we're going to do a close-up of this beautiful fabric for you to see, but be sure to go check her website out. And if you are a lover of Di Ford like I am, there are some really good pieces. Grandma Barbara is one of my biggest supporters, and I love how she's always looking out for me to find really cool and unique things in the quilting world. Recently, she came across this cathedral window quilt that was completely hand-stitched and sent it my way for me to finish. It is super scrappy, and I thought our viewers would love to see it. As you can see, here are the pins. Taylor, you're very worried about stabbing yourself. Yes, when I handed this to you, wasn't I?
Yeah, a lot of open pins.
Yes, so we'll have to be very delicate here, but look at the scrappiness of this. And can you believe this is all done by hand? It is such a fabulous piece. So thank you, Grandma Barbara, for passing it on to me. I look forward to finishing it. With it being the beginning of the year, I of course thought I should make some 2026 goals for my quilting. And I tried to be as realistic as possible. You always hope you're going to get more done than you can. But I think I can realistically finish all these projects this year. So we're going to run through them so you can have an idea of what we're going to be working on for the next 12 months. I want to for sure finish my Scarlet Stars by Diehl. Next, my Henpecked by Diehl. This one I showed you last time. I have a lot of quilts to go to Don and Marva. They do a great job quilting everything up for me. Of course, I definitely want to get my From Things Above quilt for my mother finished. I want to have this done by Mother's Day. I have the backing and the binding all ready to go. And I think she will definitely love having this finished for Mother's Day. Here is the backing fabric that's going to go with it. Those are all quilts that I already have the tops done. So of course, that's why I think I can realistically finish them this year. And most of them, I already have the binding made, and all of them I have the backing for. The next ones I'm going to show you, I have not started at all. They have never come from the whip pile. They are new starts for me, but I'm pretty excited.
I've literally seen this before.
Yes. When I was showing Taylor what I'm going to be working on, she's like, I've already seen this before. So yes, you have seen these. These have been on the wish list, and now they're going to come to reality. These are all ones I have everything that I need to work on them, which I think is important because if I have to start buying things or they're problem children, they're less likely to get done. So the first one is our Freedom Stars by Laundry Basket Quilts. My mother-in-law is such a great supporter of my quilting. She bought me this kit last Christmas. This is the backing fabric for it. And again, the 250-year anniversary, patriotic. You're gonna see a lot of it. I was thinking about it. You're gonna see a lot of patriotic this year, Kim Diehl and Blackbird designs, because the next one is another quilt for my mother. She bought this kit from Bobbins in Buell, Idaho. It's a really nice Mennonite quilt store. They've recently moved to the city of Twin Falls, and this has everything in it. She bought it. It has even for your binding, but I will have to buy the backing before I'm able to get this quilted. My next one is called Pumpkins and Cream, and I'm gonna do the alternate layout, which has the black and gray pumpkins. Taylor's gonna show you this kit. I actually got this kit from a lady who could no longer quilt, and she sold me the entire kit with everything I need for it for $5, which was an amazing deal. I thought that was really sweet. She just wanted somebody who she knew would enjoy it and actually make it. So of course it's on the list. Pumpkin Maze is my next one. I have no really good fall quilts. I have lots of Halloween ones, but not fall. So I would love to, in a perfect world, have these done by September. So I'm hoping to have this finished by September, which means I'm probably gonna need to start in May, June, July. This will be my summer project. Realistically, I'll be happy if I get it done before December and I can display it in 2027. But we'll see what happens. All these fabrics are not what are listed. These are ones I had just picked up over time and have been sitting in my collection. But I think I have 99% of what I need here. There might be like one more black fabric I need, but I think I'm pretty close. We start getting to the bottom of the pile and I realized, oh, I still have two. They're kind of halfway there. I have already started them. The first one is my Primitive Gatherings Back in Time. This one just needs the wool done on it. This is definitely going to be a fall winter project at the end of the year. I have a lot of hand stitching to do right now, so it cannot fit into the rotation at the minute. But I'm hoping to have this one done by Christmas. I think that'd be really nice at the end of the year. Finally, we have come to the last one. That is my Victory Girls Redwork Cats quilt. I have all the redwork stitched, and now I just need to start doing my string pieced triangles. So again, I think this one realistically, if I just sit down and focus on it, I think can happen this year. And that's it. No, I will definitely keep me busy. I won't be bored, and I can just do a little bit of everything whenever I feel like it. But I definitely will be happy if at the end of the year I can have these finished and hanging on my quilt racks. I thought you would like to see a couple Christmas presents I got. My family is so good about supporting me in my love of quilting. First was my husband's gift. I got to do the Jingle Ball. It was really fun. I did the speed dating, and I actually got to meet Stitchy Witch, which was really cool, and turned me onto her floss tube. And I was able to get this Santa from Teresa Kogut. I cannot wait to make him. I think he is really cute. She has like 12 of them maybe? I don't know, but she's got a few. But I picked him out to start with. The next was the Quilt Makers Gift from my Aunt Karen. She sent me this beautiful book about a quilt maker and a selfish king. It's a really heartwarming story. I enjoyed reading it. I would recommend it if you want a heartwarming story. Lastly, as I told you, my mother-in-law is such a sweetheart. She's always very supportive for Christmas and birthday. Do you want makeup? No. Do you want clothes? No. I want a quilt kit. She says, don't you already have enough quilts? You can never have enough quilts. So she is so good about always picking me something new to work on. And she got me the fabrics for this one. I still need a lot. I'm gonna need to get the pattern and a few other things. So this one was not on the list because I just have the fabrics for it. So there's a little shopping that still needs to happen. But I totally love that kit. The fabrics in it, I was drooling. Beautiful. Talking about Christmas gifts, this is my mother's finished yo-yo quilt that I was so excited to get her for Christmas. Finally, fully finished. Again, a decade plus working on this. It was insane, but it comes from her Simple Graces book, Kim Diehl's Simple Graces, and it's called Welcome Wagon. She was so excited to get this, but then she said, wait, it's not fair. I can't take this home because you want to show it in the fair this year. And it's true. I said, okay, I'm giving it to you, but just let me keep it for 6 months. And then after it goes to the fair, if it wins something, how cool will that be? So she's a good mom and she's going to let it stay for the fair. But I knew it had to be our background today. I just love it. It's super heavy. We have usually just like a clip or two to hold up our quilts. This one took clips across the whole thing, every like 4 or 5 inches because it's so heavy. I thought it might break the frame, but we're all good. Here it hangs for you to be able to see, but she was really happy with her Christmas gift. Last time we met, I showed you antique hair receivers that I use. Well, I wanted to show you this one. Inside, it's different than the other ones I use. It has a weight to keep that you put down to keep your hair crushed so it doesn't come out. I do not actually use this one because it came as a 3-piece set. Taylor's going to show you the rest of it while I tell you about it. I had to write some notes down. So this right here is an antique chamber pot. Now you might be wondering why we call it a chamber pot, and that's because you would keep it under your bed for a potty before indoor plumbing was available. And you usually know that it's a chamber pot and not a soup tureen because a chamber pot has 1 handle and a soup tureen usually has 2. So that's usually a safe bet to figure out between the two that one is not a soup tureen because you wouldn't want an accident. These are considered antique. They are from the 1900s to the 1920s. They are a collectible. This was something I came across in my travels with my mother at the antique stores. I love using it for my Valentine display. They're made from a semi-porcelain, which is often referred to as an ironstone, and they're really cool pieces that I'm so happy to have in my collection, and I thought you would enjoy seeing them too.
Well, I have to ask, why is this chamber pot so pretty? Like, is it fake?
Why would you have an ugly chamber pot if you can have a pretty chamber pot? Our winner from episode number 15 is our Kim Diehl's Simple Whatnots 2 is
Diana Edwards 2097.
Congratulations, Diana. If you want to win our Simple Whatnots number 4 from Kim Diehl, this time, just remember you need to comment book in the comment section. When I asked Taylor about the mess around us, I said, is it really bad? And she said, no, we
need more.
So I guess next time I'll need to pull out more quilting to show you guys. All right, Taylor, what have you been up to?
Okay, so I'm going to start with my whips. I have half a bunny so far. At the end, I'll show what it looks like, but this is what I have so far. I wanted to finish it before, but I kind of just like put it off and forgot about it. So we have this. And then my friend for her birthday really wanted me to make her some cute crochet things. And so she looked at all the patterns I have, and she wanted a cute little flower duck family. So I did 2 little babies and then the mom, and I think it's super cute and I love it and I'm excited to give it to her.
It's actually her birthday today. We're pretty excited.
So yes, these are waiting for her. And that's all I did in the 6 weeks.
That's okay. Taylor is really busy with choir, cheer, and school. So she needed her couple weeks off with Christmas to relax and recuperate.
Yes.
All right, well, is that all we've got today?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed and that you got some inspiration and that you can go into your own crafting, quilting room and have some fun. And we look forward to seeing you in 6 weeks. Bye.
Bye. We hope you enjoyed our video today. Please subscribe to help us reach more people on YouTube and get to 2,000 subscribers.
So it's one that I've had on my to-do list for a really long time. And I have the fabric.
I didn't even know that was there because I was like, wait, what?
I know. I was like, Taylor.
Sorry, I have to redo that. I didn't realize the fabric was.
Yeah.
Yeah, you bumped my leg and I was like, I don't have anything in my hands.
I'm like, that's how I was trying to push the tub to you. Okay. You were totally zoned out.